Hey Life Architect! Welcome back to the Financial Tracker Template video series. In this video, I'll go over the most efficient ways to add income and expenses to your tracker. The first way is to use the quick action buttons at the top of the template. I personally don't use these buttons often because I mostly use Notion on my laptop, but if you'll be using a mobile device frequently for tracking your finances, these actions make doing that way more accessible. The main drawback to this method is that you need to select your pay period manually because, as far as I know, there is currently no way to allow Notion to automatically detect one property based on another, so we can't detect the pay period based on the date selected. But if you click on the blue down arrow, you'll see that I've defined a default template for this database. When a template is set as the default, whenever you create a new entry, the template will be applied. So in this case, the icon will be preset and the year property linked to 2024 in the year's database. In my personal Notion workspace, I also pre-select the current month and default the day to today. Then, at the beginning of a new month, I just go in and update this default template. So whatever properties you set in your template will also be preset when using the action buttons. On the plus side, since these buttons come with their own settings, you can set up any defaults that apply to situations where you're most likely to use them. For example, in the Expenses button settings, you can choose this Edit a Property and set the Pay checkbox to checked, so that anytime you add an expense from the button, it is automatically set to paid. You can also add income and expenses through a view. One thing to note with views is that any filters on the view will be applied to any new items added through that view. As an example, when adding expenses, I use this first view for the current pay period because the filter that is applied, in this case the pay period, will be applied to the new expense. From any table type view, add and edit a row inline by clicking here at the bottom of the table. The other view types often have a plus icon for adding items. You can also use this blue New button to create new for any view type. To use this template for budgeting, add all your recurring payments and subscriptions in advance. By doing so and using the Pay checkbox, you'll be able to look ahead and see what amounts still need to be paid this month or before your next pay. Pay unpaid and month unpaid are views that allow you to do this and are even grouped by account so you know how much needs to be there. If you scroll to the bottom of the template, there's also a calendar view of your upcoming expenses. In the next video, I'll explain these and every view in this template and show you how to use them to monitor your finances.